Hey everyone, it's Paul Webb from Berwick Ford again. Just wanted to do a bit more of a walk around with the new 2019 Ford Focus, just to show you the differences between all the different models and what you can expect when you come into the showroom to have a look around one. So we'll start off with the Trend, which is the base model, what we call the entry level model. All the three current grades are powered by the same engine and gearbox, which is the 1.5 litre turbocharged 3-cylinder engine with the 8-speed gearbox. So we'll start off with the Trend that I've got here just behind me. So this car is in the Desert Island Blue, which you've probably seen on all the advertising that Ford have put out for the new generation Focus, which is actually a really nice colour. It's quite bright and vibrant, looks really good. So this is the Trend model. As you can see, really good looking car. Around the back of the car, actually standard features, so rear camera, rear parking sensors. Even the base model, you've got these nice alloy wheels. So it doesn't look like a base model, it's actually a really well equipped model. And you've got the LED daytime running lamps, which hopefully you might better just pick up there on camera. Also comes with a host of safety features. So you've got the sort of expected stuff, I suppose. You get autonomous emergency braking, you get lane departure warning with lane keeping aid, you also get pedestrian detection, so if somebody walks out in front of you from behind a parked car, it'll also hopefully not run them over and apply the brakes for you, along with traffic sign recognition, so it actually picks up all the road signs as you're driving along and gives you a warning if you're going over the speed limit, based on how you set the system up. So we'll have a look, a little look inside the car. This particular car's actually got the driver assistance pack, so that basically gives you blind spot monitor, rear cross traffic alert, autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, folding door mirrors. So that's a really good package to add onto the Trend. So just having a look inside, you can see really nicely styled. You got the excellent Ford Sync 3 entertainment system up there on the dashboard. So that includes standard built-in satellite navigation, as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which, you know, everybody these days, people come in, you know, they're looking for Apple CarPlay because a lot of our customers have got iPhones, and those that have Samsungs are well catered for with Android Auto. So down here you got the rotary gear knob for selecting your 8-speed gearbox. There's even a manual mode as well if you want to have a bit of fun, play with the gears, which even on this Trend model you can probably just make out. You've got the paddles here, that's your downshift, and then you've got your upshift for your gears, so you can actually use the paddles to change gear as well. Nice clear display, it's telling me the door's open, as you can see. So yeah, nice clear display, shows you all your trip computers and that type of thing in the centre there. And the buttons on the steering wheel, nice and clear. As I said, this one's got the driver assistance pack. So the buttons you look at here is for the adaptive cruise control, and also volume for radio. And the other side just operates the screen on the display in front of you by the speedo. It's all pretty self-explanatory. You've got a voice control button there as well, because the sat-nav system is all voice controlled. You can put an address in, make phone calls, change the radio station, even tell the car you're hungry and it will find you a restaurant, which is quite a cool feature. If you have a longer press of the button, it also does Siri if you've got an iPhone, so you can send and receive text messages too, which is actually quite cool. So yeah, this is a bit of a look around the Trend. So like I say, it looks really modern inside. The styling of the car has massively changed from the previous generation Focus. They're built in Germany, so as you expect, build quality is very good. All the materials used here really nice. All the seat trim looks really smart. You've even got, if you can just see just down here, there's even a felt on the inside of the door pockets, so it just gives that, you know, slightly more sort of premium feel. So other standard stuff, things like automatic headlights, automatic windscreen wipers, automatic dipping rear view mirror. So like I say, for an entry-level car, it is actually, it's really well equipped. you'd have to sort of, I guess if you want to sort of something a little bit sporty, you can go to the STLine, which is coming up next. So in a few seconds I'll switch over to the STLine and show you around that one as well. So I've now grabbed the keys to the Focus Titanium. So standing behind me is one in Desert Island Blue, and it's also got the factory panoramic sunroof. So you can see the differences. So again, if you look at the STLine, it's got the daytime running lamps with the halogen headlamps, whereas when you come over to the Titanium, you can see that the different headlights, you've got adaptive LED lighting, and you've also got the 18-inch alloy wheels, which that is what's called a design pack on the STLine. So you can actually put the lights and the wheels onto an STLine and get that sort of same effect that you get on the Titanium. So differences between the two then. So when, remember we spoke about on the STLine, it's got the black grille. So the Titanium goes back to having the chrome grille like we had on the entry-level Trend. And then other differences on the outside. So you can see the STLine it's got sort of black surrounds around the windows. So the Titanium then goes to chrome around the windows, just for that sort of, I guess, more luxurious look, you might say. So a really good looking car. And again, around the back, they're all very similar styling. The STLine we looked at a minute ago had the twin exhaust pipes. This goes back to the single exhaust pipe on the driver's side. So yeah, very, very good looking car. And so the panoramic roof on this one, it goes all the way back to front. And then we step inside. So the Titanium gets these half leather sport seats. So similar in design and structure to the seats in the STLine, but half leather, just around these sort of outer edges and cloth in the middle. Front seats are heated in titanium, so another feature you get as standard. And interior dash trims, so where we had sort of the, I guess the carbon fibre effect on the STLine, then you've got this sort of brushed aluminium here on the Titanium. Everything else is pretty similar. The driver assistance pack that again we had on the Trend entry-level one, which was an option, and which is also an option on the STLine, is actually standard on the Titanium. So you get standard adaptive cruise control, which we can see here on the steering wheel. You also get the blind spot monitor, the rear cross traffic alert. So yeah, that's all standard on Titanium. Then we also get an upgraded sound system. So it's made by a company called Bang & Olufsen, which you may or may not have heard of. Do very, very expensive high-end sort of home audio equipment, and in recent years they've actually brought their speakers into cars. So manufacturers like Audi have Bang & Olufsen speakers in them, and they've now brought out this system called B&O Play, which Ford have put into the Focus. So it's really, really good sort of sound quality. So yeah, very, very good system. As I said, this one's got the factory fitted sunroof. So as you can see, if you just look above me, makes for a really light cabin, and you've got this nice sort of mesh blind which helps block the sun on warmer days, which you can actually open, and it reveals the full length glass sunroof. So it lets lots and lots of light into the cabin, and yeah, as you can see, it looks amazing. So yeah, this is the Focus Titanium. So top of the range for now, they will come with the 1.5 engine, as I said before. Fantastic fun to drive, very economical. Official figure is 6.4 litres per 100 kilometres. So nice and frugal. Obviously if you spend a bit more time on the freeway, that will come down as well. But it's such a great little fun car to drive. Come down Berwick Ford, come to see me, come and have a driving one, see what you think. You know, don't just take my word for it. Come and see what you think for yourself, and yeah, you'll be impressed, I think. It's a great little car. So that wraps up the introduction to the Focus, I guess. If you've got any questions, you know, send me a message, an email, get in touch. I'm happy to answer anybody's questions they might have on the cars. Like I say, if you want to book a test drive, come and see me, pop into Berwick Ford, or just message me via Facebook or Instagram. You know, I'm on there pretty regularly, so I'm always happy to answer people's questions. But in the meantime, I'll wrap this up, and hope you enjoyed the video, and see you again soon for another one. So now we're going to have a look at the STLine Focus. So as I said a moment ago, but it's at the trend. So yeah, we're now going to have a look at the STLine just to compare the differences between the two. There's visual stuff on the outside of the body kit, different wheels, which makes it a much more sporty looking car. So as you can see, I've actually got the two here together. So you look at the trend, got the chrome front grille, whereas you switch over to the STLine, so you got the front grille in a black honeycomb finish, and different styling to the bottom skirt as well. So much sportier appearance on the STLine. So yeah, really good looking car. As you can see from the two, also the alloy wheels are different. So you go from 16-inch alloy wheels on the trend to these what they call rock grey 17-inch alloy wheels on the STLine. The STLine also picks up a nice body kit as well. So you've got the lowered side skirts, all in body colour, a couple of badges on the front wings. You also get a slightly larger rear spoiler as well, and the rear diffuser is different as well, just to lend it that more of a sporty appearance. Again, really good looking car, particularly in this white, which offsets the grey wheels really nicely. So yeah, again, guess all the same standard features as your trend, but you obviously going up a grade, you also pick up some extra equipment as well. So standard on STLine, other than just the way that it looks, so you'll get nice features like keyless entry, push button start, the door mirrors fold when you lock the vehicle as well. And then we step inside, so you've got the sports seats, so slightly more sort of bucketed in their design to give you a bit more I guess side support as you're enthusiastically driving around corners. But yeah, just same general layout on the STLine as you get in the trend. You do pick up dual zone climate control rather than the manual air conditioning that trend gets, and you get another handy feature, which is wireless charging for your smartphone. So yeah, basically this little section just down here next to the USB, pop your phone in, and there you go, it's charging straight away. So pretty good feature to have. So it actually means you can probably charge more than one phone at a time, so you can have one plugged in via the USB, one plugged in, sorry, not plugged in, but yeah, your wireless charging. And then you get this sort of fake, I guess, carbon fibre style look trim on the dashboard, just to make it a little bit sportier. And then you also get the dark roof lining as well. So another feature of the STLine is the black roof lining, as well as these really nice sports seats. So yeah, very familiar place inside to the trend, and yeah, just a really nice little car. Handles really well when you take it for a drive too. The 1.5 litre 3-cylinder turbocharged engine with that 8-speed auto. You think it's not going to be very quick, but actually yeah, it's quite a sprightly little thing. Plenty of power for overtaking, going up hills, and it's got a nice sort of 3-cylinder note to the engine as well. So yeah, it's got a bit of a sporty character, which makes it a bit fun to drive. So now we've had a look at the STLine, I'll grab a titanium, we'll have a look around that as well. Then we'll put all three together and you'll be able to see the differences when they're all sort of lined up side by side. So yeah, let me grab some keys and I'll show you a titanium.